This is John Paul Rice. Some people call me coming from Tokyo, Japan, and one of the big questions for me in Terminator 6 is what's going to happen to John Connor. I've heard two things now, and yes, potential spoilers ahead. I've heard that A, he lives and watches everything from afar or something like that, or B, he gets killed in the beginning immediately. And for me personally, it's kind of an important question. John Connor doesn't have to be the centerpiece necessarily, like Luke didn't have to be the centerpiece necessarily, but I want his character to at least be respected. I don't want to see him used to be pushed away for new characters. And in this article I found, they offer an answer and they get in detail about what happens to John. So I'm going to read the article and you guys let me know what you think. And they even have a little quote from the movie. So, like I said, at this point, movie's not out. I've heard a couple of different things, but let's get to it. So here we see how Terminator Dark Fate brings back Edward Furlong's John Connor. So they're saying Edward Furlong will be back as John Connor. Okay, there's that. From the moment it was officially announced, we knew that Terminator Dark Fate would bring back Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. But James Cameron had a surprise in store for Terminator fans before the movie's Comic-Con panel in July. Speaking from the set of Avatar 2, Cameron revealed that Eddie Furlong is back as John. But how exactly was Edward Furlong going to return as John Connor, the future leader of the Resistance that's no longer needed? Spoilers await, so don't read on if you haven't seen the movie yet. Yeah, I said that. Furlong had previously teased that he only had a small role in the movie, and so it proves. Terminator Dark Fate starts in 1998, 1 year after what would have been Judgment Day had it not been stopped by Sarah Connor. Sarah is in Livingston, Guatemala with John, enjoying some much-needed downtime when disaster strikes. The T-800, a de-aged Arnold Schwarzenegger, comes out of the ocean and shoots John twice for good measure. This is what we heard about a few weeks ago, and by the way, this article at this time I'm reading it is about 24 hours old. A machine took him from me, and I am terminated, Sarah says in a voiceover as the movie cuts to the title and skips ahead 22 years. So, like I just read, what they say is John Connor gets shot twice by the T-800, and Sarah has a voiceover. That's the original rumor that went around, but the rumor a couple of days ago said he was alive. It's confirmed. So, maybe you guys heard something else, but I'm checking up on this every day. Now I'm a little confused which one is it, but they have apparently a quote from the movie, so yeah, now it's got me curious. Given that Edward Furlong is now 42 years old and John in 1998 would be 12 or 13, seriously, he was supposed to be 10 in T2, it's not a de-aged Furlong that appears in the cold open. Instead, Furlong is listed as John Connor reference in the official credits, with Aaron Kulnitz providing the voice of John and Jude Colley as the body double. While Furlong doesn't appear in the movie, John's death does have a lasting impact. It's later revealed that the T-800 that killed Carl grew a conscience that started to help Sarah, signing off anonymous text with "for John" and pointing her in the direction of the new Terminator arrivals. Given that Skynet doesn't exist anymore in the Terminator world, we don't imagine we'll see John Connor again if Dark Fate does lead to a sequel, and I heard just the opposite yesterday, that since he's alive, he's going to be in sequels, and what I heard was Legion, the new AI, is based on Skynet's memory, which means there would actually be Skynet. So, yeah. So to make this video clear, this source does say that John Connor will die, as we originally heard, I don't know, something like 2 weeks ago, and I actually think that will probably happen, because, like I keep saying over and over, the pattern now is to kill the legendary male hero and replace him with a new female hero. We've seen this glaring example in a couple of other movies recently, so I don't see why they wouldn't follow that pattern. It seems to be a trend in Hollywood. That's why I'm thinking he probably will be dead. And even if he's not dead, well, he's not going to play an important part, but he would still be left open for sequels if he was alive. And let me just embellish what I said about respect before. I said Luke didn't necessarily have to be the main part of The Last Jedi, and what I meant is if he had like a short part, but he was at least respected in some way, and they look up to him, and he was this mentor, I'd be totally cool with him having a short part, or not even being super involved, but the respect has to be there. Same thing with John Connor. If something happens that's disrespectful, he gets shot and they're like, well, John's gone. Danny, you gotta do everything now. You're the one. You're awesome. You know, you're the new savior now. So what was the point of having the savior in the other two movies then if you're the savior now? So, you know, that's my main concern, is the respect factor. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. I'm going to do a quick shout out. Shout out goes to Sith Lord Felix. He'll be doing some commentary stuff for me about DC and Marvel in the future. I'll keep you guys updated probably next month. I'm doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that, pop culture, lots of videos. If you're not subscribed here and still watching up to this point, click that subscribe button, smash it. I stutter, I mess up, it's kind of funny, but only at the end.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.